Anxiety. Excitement. I suppose just not knowing what's ahead of us. I've never done anything as big as this, really. Well, especially on a motorbike. It's definitely a bucket list thing. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye. It's Route 66. This is where the journey starts, folks. Who knows what lays ahead for the next 2 weeks. Morning all. How are you lads? Are you well? Good to see you. 48. We'll go over there first. How are you lads? Great to see you, buddy.
You are welcome. I hope you had a good flight.
We're actually on a prison bus. This is organised by the lads. It's a bit of a surprise for everybody. Needless to say, it's the first time I've been in a prison bus, and I hope it's the last as well.
Sirens were particularly good.
Thank you, sir. You'll pick us up again in 20 years if we do good behaviour. So we've just arrived at the bike hire place, Eagle Rider, and we're all very anxious to see what bikes we're being given. I think I'm being given either a street glide or a road glide. Doesn't bother me, it's a Harley Davidson. As long as I've got a few panniers on the back for all the camera gear. Anyway, we're about to find out, so I'll go in and let you know. This is like waking up on Christmas morning, going downstairs looking for your presents. This is the best shopping trip I've ever had in a bike shop. Can't see my name yet though, so I hope they haven't forgot my name. Ah, here we go. This one is mine. I think I can sort of spend a fortnight on this. Get in.
Everywhere you go, people are going to be welcoming you. It's great.
Why? Because we're Irish?
Aren't we all Irish today?
Yeah.
Yes, we're all Irish, we're all fun. As you can see, the smiling faces of everybody that's here. We have some nice, great food. Italian sausage, Italian beef sandwiches, hot dogs, hamburgers, and some libations.
And I, if you don't mind me saying, I've tried it all.
Good for
I've
you.
tried a little bit of everything,
Yes.
and everything is just incredible.
Yes. Well, good for you, and thank you for coming, and enjoy your ride.
Haven't even started the bike up yet. And I won't be, of course, tonight. Tomorrow morning is when it all kicks off, but we'll enjoy the little party that's happening here in Eagle Rider, and wake up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed for tomorrow. What a day, what a day. Morning everybody. I'm keeping the voice down because there's lads in rooms either side of me here and it's only 6:30 in the morning. We were all very sensible last night. Everybody had an early night as far as I know. And in about an hour's time we're heading over to Eagle Rider to pick up the bikes again and actually head off on the beginning of our journey across Route 66. I can't even say that sentence without feeling the goosebumps. But today we're leaving Chicago and we're travelling to Springfield down there. It's 194 miles, which is about 260 kilometres, if I'm right. So that's it, folks. But it goes without saying that I really appreciate you coming along on the journey with me. I mean, look at that. When that arrived in the post, it was just another sign of things beginning to get real. So at long last we're about to set off on this 4,000 kilometre journey. Listen to that roar of Harley Davidsons, that just stirs everything inside me. It's absolutely fantastic. Over there in the distance you can see the Cook County Sheriff. They're going to give us an escort out of Chicago, and then the rest of the way is up to us. Right, I better go and sit on my motorcycle. This is a big heavy bike. There we go, time to start her up. Wow, you can feel the thump. This is it. Now is probably the time to tell you that this is a trip of firsts. Not only have I never done Route 66 before, I've also never ridden a Harley, so this is all new to me. First gear. Eddie there, the lad with the tip flag, so he's going to be easy to recognise. He's my group captain. So we are being split into groups, and this is the chap I'm following. What an incredible life moment this is. Already, I'll never forget this. And the look on Eddie's face there as well. All good. He's feeling the same as I am. I can see that from his face. I would liken this to a football team going on to play the final in the World Cup. Maybe it's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but it's such a big moment for me, this. I can't imagine many other things in terms of life moments which would top this. The lads just want to get off. And here we go. First gear. And we're off. We are off on Route 66.
Each rider on this journey is here for one reason, and that is to raise money for the Children's Health Foundation back home in Ireland. All 60 of us have raised at least €10,000 each to take part in this, and that money goes towards purchasing vital pieces of equipment for Temple Street Children's Hospital and other children's wards within various hospitals. I've also just learned that a lot of these riders have done this trip many times, some even 10 times, so I'm well aware that I'm a newbie.
Incidentally, I've set my bike into rain mode. We are driving into rain apparently. Really quite tough riding conditions for a bike you've never ridden before. I'm steaming up as well, so just got to keep all of my senses alerted here. Not how I expected the start of the trip to go. Hardly the Dust Bowl people left back in the mid-1920s when Route 66 was officially opened. But nevertheless, we are following the migratory route from Chicago to LA, east to west, which is known as the Mother Road, for people in search of a better life. All we're in search for right now is the correct way out of Chicago and better weather. My gloves are soaked through. The waterproofs work well though. These are great. Now, I did say before I came over I was going to limit my burger intake, but I have lost I've lost a stone in preparation for this. So I don't mind kicking off the first day having a burger, and it was a jolly nice one too. Anyway, back on board this bus. Rain has stopped. It seemed like it was going to stall there when I put it into third gear. Feeling's not great on this. It's chugging along. It's not happy at this speed, and I'm only in second gear. The fall is on the way, as they call it in America. You see the colour of the trees turning. Same as at home. I don't mind telling you that this is, well, my version of the Camino de Santiago. This is something I've always wanted to do, for many reasons really. Most people do the Camino because something's gone wrong in life. I suspect the same can be said for people wanting to ride Route 66. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, this is a great photo opportunity. I'm following Eddie. Maybe go back out onto the road. The bike is actually too heavy to push backwards, so my bike is staying there. That is a fantastic mural, isn't it? Brilliant. It's starting to get warm as well. Nothing quite like riding a motorcycle when you can open your visor and just feel the warm air on your face. I wonder if the residents on this Route 66 are sort of oblivious to the sound of Harley Davidsons at this stage. They'd have to be, wouldn't they? Feels like I'm back home in Ireland.
This is a spot we found a number of years ago, and it has major significance because we're deep in Illinois now, and you see behind me here this Celtic cross, which was put here in year 2000, and it was on behalf of a group of immigrants who have come here to work on the railways back in the 1850s. And again, it's kind of poignant, and the fact that the people that came here all the way from Ireland established probably one of the main infrastructures at the time, and we're part of the history of the area and part of the history of America really when you think about it. So it's nice. We like to come in here as the Irish 66 group and just to pay our respects to those who have gone before us, So I've nearly made my first huge monumental mistake there.
So pull up to the pumps here. It's prepay only. So one of the ladies who's looking after us, she went in and paid for all of that. We're doing a kitty system, which is a lot better than paying individually. But the green fuel pump and the red fuel pump, the only two pumps there. So I just went to put the green in, and for some reason something inside me just said double check what type of fuel this is. So in America, of course, the green pump is diesel, not unleaded. So I nearly brought my motorbike to a halt just before we reached our first hotel. Oh my god. And I was first up as well, so all of the other lads here, they would all know, because of course they've done this journey many times. But can you imagine that, the newbie putting diesel in his petrol Harley Davidson? Wouldn't have been a good start to the trip. Anyway, the rest of the lads will fill up soon, and we'll be on our way to our destination, which is about 20 minutes away from here. Didn't make the same mistake I was going to make, no.
What's that?
Putting diesel in.
Oh, yeah, you've got to be awful careful here, the green pump.
Well, I know that now.
Oh yeah, but what happened to Bishop? See what happened Casey below in Galway in the fucking quarry.
What?
With Annie Murphy. Just in with a laugh.
Welcome to Springfield. It's about 5:30 in the evening now, so it's quite a nice time to get in.
Weirdly, Springfield was in the news about a week before we arrived here today because of a certain American presidential candidate claiming that there were no cats or dogs to be seen anywhere due to immigrants eating them. As well as looking for parking, I have to be honest, I was looking for cats and dogs as well. And I didn't see any. Worrying.
Do not enter. One way. So. Interesting. Talk about top class service. Look at this. And I need to get these lads around to my place when I get home. That's brilliant, lads. That's what I call.
It all helps. Take the bugs off.
That's going beyond your job description there.
Not at all. Every little bit helps.
So we're all ready, shining, gleaming for tomorrow morning.
Ready to go.
Look at that.
The only thing we're not doing is filling up your tank.
Look, you've missed a bit, lads. You've missed a bit. Right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of our adventure. Today we're travelling from Springfield to Rolla in Missouri. It's a distance of about 350 kilometres, but I've just had an amazing night's sleep.
We needed a really nice place to stay last night. One thing I'd sort of forgotten about as we were on the Harleys and all excited to get riding yesterday was how important the nights out are. So we all went out last night at Irish bar across the road, which does Guinness and pizza. I mean, what more does 60 Irish motorcyclists want? So we had great crack, got to know a lot of people as well, because we were on the plane and then we got sort of flung on to Harley Davidsons, and that was about it. So it was lovely just going around the group last night, meeting people for the first time. And you know, the camaraderie, the morale is, I can't tell you, it's through the roof. The spirits are so high. And even after all that rain yesterday, I mean, you know, desperate measures to dry out last night. I'm just delighted I had the common sense to bring 2 pairs of boots, because take a look at this photograph. This is desperate measures of me trying to dry out everything last night. Now, a lot of the lads who I was speaking to last night in the Irish bar were telling me that they only have the 1 pair of boots, so it could be a plastic bag around your feet job for some of them today. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go and get a quick spot of breakfast, get myself psyched up for the day, and I just can't wait to get back out. You know, if you're a motorcyclist, what that feeling is, but when you're here doing Route 66, just multiply it by 10.
Note to self, get up an extra half an hour early every morning if I want to do pieces to camera and pack up all the camera equipment.
Right, see what we have here. Oh, a bit dry. Pancakes,
Or we'll try a sausage. Looks nice as well. Try them eggs. Yep. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good man, top form.
Sleep alright, you do?
Oh jeez, I did too well. I'm a bit late. I'll try a few of them spuds. Yeah. How are you? Here, who's sitting here? Can I sit there? Oh, somebody's sitting here.
No, there's not. He's gone.
Very good, all good. Dave. Dave, what's your name? I know. Anne. Without this. Right, what do I need? Camera stuff. This is dead handy, this, look at that. Take her out of gear. There we go, ready? So even after spending the night in this Irish pub you can see to the right of me there, we still all feel as fresh as daisies. In fact, we were very sensible, and an early night was had by all. You've probably gathered at this stage that not all of the original Route 66 is still in existence. But today, we're about to stop on some rather special sights on the original Mother Road. It really is like driving a tank compared to the bikes I ride at home. Everything feels heavy, sluggish. Even the clutch lever takes a bit of strength to pull it in, you know. But I'm not complaining. Of course I'm not. All right, buddy. Oh, okay. Don't know if you can hear Eddie there. He's saying there's a few tech issues with his sat-nav. It's not reading the satellites. I think we're going down here though. I would not like the responsibility of he's just said it's a bit like himself in the morning. It's a bit slow to get going. I would not like the responsibility of leading a group of people from the east coast to the west coast of America. And so far all of our group leaders are just doing an incredible job. I'm in a team of 8 people now. Don't know if you can see them in the side mirror there. And I'm blessed, they're just such an amazing bunch. 3 couples actually, 3 married couples within our group. And then myself and Peter is the single blokes here, and Eddie of course as well. So at some stage today, I didn't want to do that over breakfast, at some stage today I'll introduce you to them and you can all get familiar with them. And then hopefully on the evenings over the next 8 days or so, you'll get to meet the rest of the group as well. But so far we are living the dream, folks. Living the dream. Joining an interstate like this, you have to get your speed up because the trucks just ain't gonna move out of the way. So it's fairly clear. And getting the speed up is easier said than done on a machine like this, but once it's up there, it's good. Terrible road surface. Keep out of those crevices. Alright, let's rewind to 1929 when the old Chain of Rocks Bridge was first completed. Built as part of the original Route 66, this mile-long bridge connected Illinois and Missouri and was a vital route for travellers heading west. Back then, the bridge was a true marvel, especially with its unusual bend right in the middle. I'm standing overlooking the Mississippi, and I think of how many years I spent at school trying to spell the second thing. Still not sure I can to this day. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. There you go. Please don't tell me in the comments that I got it wrong. As America fell in love with road trips, Route 66 became an iconic highway, and the old Chain of Rocks Bridge played its part in countless road trip memories. For over 30 years, cars poured across this bridge, bringing visitors from all over the country. But as cars got faster and road safety improved, this bridge started to feel a little too narrow and too steep. In 1968, the old Chain of Rocks Bridge closed to vehicles, and for years it was abandoned and fell into disrepair. But the story didn't end there. Thanks to the hard work of preservationists and community efforts, the bridge reopened in the 90s for pedestrians and cyclists. However, not motorcyclists.
M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I.
Top marks. Top marks.
4 S's.
You must have been in the top class at school.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So the next time you're near St. Louis, take a walk across this historic bridge. Whether you're a history buff, a Route 66 fan, or just want to soak in some amazing river views, the old Chain of Rocks Bridge is a piece of Americana you won't want to miss. The temperatures are soaring. Look at the rocking chair. Oh my god. So we've obviously just pulled in here for a photo opportunity. That's incredible. Look at all the stickers on the leg of the chair as well. Well, I know one thing. There's going to be one more sticker on here by the time I leave this. This isn't great for Harley Davidson's driving on this gravel. Okay. Here is the WHEELIEGOODTV stickers resting place on this famous rocking chair. May you last forever.
Biggest rocking chair in the world, and the reason is, why not? Your man that owns this place decided to build it, and the wife said you're mad, and he went and built it anyway, himself and his mates. And it just became an attraction and draws everyone to the general store.
A bit different to yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh Jesus! I mean, actually, it doesn't seem longer than just a couple of days.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, to me, what's blowing my mind is my friend there, Tony, has literally done less than 200 miles on a motorbike in his life.
And he's riding on this.
He gets a trike, he goes through that torrential rain. Now, you're an experienced biker, I'm an experienced biker.
Yeah.
That was challenging.
It was.
And then today, the freeway around St. Louis,
Yeah.
manic.
Yeah. But you're happy to be here.
Oh God, we're 1000%. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean it's only not day 2, but it's great. Everyone's decent.
Oh shit, that's my group. I'm being
Oh,
left
well.
behind. Good luck.
Join us today.
Yeah.
As I scramble my fighter jet and take off from the gravel runway, I'm definitely feeling the heat. The temperature today reached 38 degrees Celsius, and with that motorcycle clobber on, you might as well add another 10 degrees to that. Rolla is now firmly in sight, and was once the home to the world's largest pecan, a big fiberglass nut on display in the town. However, Brunswick, Missouri upped the ante by creating an even bigger one. Rolla's pecan now rests as a local oddity and a fun little piece of nutty history in the friendly rivalry of world record-sized objects. This is all part of the crazy stuff which you discover when riding Route 66. However, today's fun was about to turn a little more serious.
So unfortunately, part of motorcycling means that you might have, or you will have, the odd mishap. That's what's happened just here at the traffic lights. We were all coming to a standstill. And I'm not going to play the footage, and I'm not going to name who it happened to. But the person lost footing on the bike, and with a bike as heavy as a Harley Davidson, when it goes over, it's very difficult to rescue and get it back upright. The good news is they're okay. Bad news is we might be waiting here for a while. We've put in a phone call to Eagle Rider, who offer a support service along the route. So at the moment, nobody knows what's going to happen. The problem with the bike is that the throttle has gone. I suspect a cable has snapped as it went over, so there's no throttle happening at all on the bike. But anyway, everybody's good, and that's all you can wish for with something like that. And less than 10 minutes later, our group captain Eddie has solved the problem. He got a reset code from Harley Davidson, somehow put that into the bike, and the bike is responding with the throttle movement again. So we're on our way. We didn't even need rescuing. So fortunately, Eddie knew about things like that. I wouldn't have had a clue if I was by myself and that happened. Just goes to show. That's the bonus of riding in a group, and especially with people who've done it before. Anyway, onwards. So we've done a lot more miles than I thought we were going to be doing today. We've done 245 miles today. Work that out in kilometres. I'll put it up on the screen. So yeah, a fair old stint in the saddle. But seriously, I mean, there is no better saddle for a trip like this. Despite all the shortcomings of a Harley, I really wouldn't like to do this on any other bike. There's not many bikes you can sit on for 3 hours straight. That's the end of day 2. I really hope you've enjoyed the series so far. Really appreciate you coming along, riding pillion with me. It's always great to have somebody to speak to on the route. We're not using intercoms on this trip for good reason. You know, everybody wants to be in their own mind space, their own head, as do I, and nobody wants to listen to me rabbit on all day long. Your own wheels drive you crazy. Nothing up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just try the best to make your stand. Take it easy. Good man, Eddie. Actually, one of the highlights I'm looking forward to over the coming days is when we eventually do stand on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. But for me and another 60 riders, we've done our bit today, and right now, it's definitely time to take it easy. I got to know if your sweet love is gonna sing. Well, that's the end of another fantastic day, and the Public House Brewing Company have very kindly put on this bash for us. Fantastic barbecue, a singer who's singing a lot of Irish songs, as you can hear in the background there. Cue the singer. That was unbelievable timing. It's just been an amazing day, and thanks so much for coming along riding pillion with me. I'll be back on YouTube Saturday morning at 8 a.m. If you're not a subscriber, please think about becoming one and ding the bell, because then you'll know when the next episode of our Route 66 adventure comes out. But until then, have a great week, everybody. Ride safe. Dave Perry, WheELIEGOODTV on Route 66. I still can't believe I'm actually saying that. I'll be back soon. All the best, folks. Bye.